Having carefully considered the room, all vantage points and all possible avenues of approach, I concluded there really is only one sensible solution to this. Burn it with fire. Burn it all down. Because, I know, my impatience is showing through now. I've been playing this level for, what, the better part of an hour and a half? Already? And, yeah. I'm only halfway through the objectives, so we're gonna be speeding things up just a touch. If that means I have to blow up a few mechanical beasts here and there, then so be it. In fact, I'm starting to wish that I'd bought, 2 or 3 fire arrows during the shop screen. But I don't, because I don't usually bother doing so. It's usually perfectly possible to get past all this stuff nice and quickly. Or relatively quickly, without resorting to actually blowing it up. In fact, in a lot of cases, blowing it up is more hassle than it's worth because it alerts everything else in the area. But this level is kind of an... bugger. It's kind of an anomaly in that regard. Because it seems to be like 90% robot, it's actually entirely possible just to blow stuff up and not draw any attention, strangely enough. If there were humans nearby, they'd come running at the sound of that explosion. And I'd be in, for a world of hurt. Or at least a world of, like 20 minutes of waiting for them to finally give up and go away. Because it's robots, I can blow stuff up as long as they're not right underneath it, and they don't give a damn. They just leave me alone and carry on about their preset patrols. Yeah. The superiority of the workers, the builders' children, indeed. Dear. Okay, where do I put this then? Oh, hello. Oh, I opened a secret little hidey hole. Okay. Guess I'll keep that in mind. No idea where it goes, but, okay, speaking of goes, that's got to be the chute, surely. Yeah, okay. Drop this in here. And I'm assuming we throw the switch and... watch the item teleport out of existence. Nice. And this one was probably there the whole time.
Leave anything out, this thing ought to do the trick.
Yep, it shall indeed get it. That was, I'm not gonna lie, that was something special. I feel a deep connection to the game after that. Just literally despawning the item right in front of me. And then, like I said, this thing was probably in there the entire time. Okay. Gotta go back towards the Northern Apes now, which I think I can get to just by going through here by the look of it. Yeah, I'm basically back out here, so I can go... I can go around, or I can go... yeah, I'm probably just gonna go around. It'd take longer, I know, but... I think there's a lot of the big mechanical beast chappies between here and the fluid interchange. There's at least one guy, like, facing the door I'd need to go through to get out anyway, so... barring attack by Spider Beast, this is probably the quickest way to go. And just with that in mind, I'm going to walk around the edge. The Spider Beast seem to take, like, the shortest route between all locations. And I get 3 moss arrows, apparently. Nice. Anything else? No? No. Although, admittedly, it's kind of weird, because there aren't, or at least there aren't many that I've seen, humans in the area. The moss arrows are kind of pointless, actually. I thought I saw something in that doorway over there. Spider Beast, most likely. Irritating little things there. I don't get, well, I do get why they're so tiny, because it makes them difficult to see, especially at distance. They also don't seem to make a lot of noise when they're walking around compared to the others. There's not a lot of clomping going on, to what I'm saying. Yeah, even at this distance, I can't hear the damn thing. I know it's there, but I can't hear it. Which is irritating. I've already been literally taken completely by surprise at least once by one of these things. Like, I don't even know they're there. Until I suddenly hear twang, twang, as they flick elastic bands at me. Which is more irritating than anything else, to be quite frank. But such is my life, right? Okay. May have a handy rope. Hey, I got onto it first time, what do you know? Perhaps there's hope yet. You can put away the razor blades. Okay. Sneaky, sneaky. God, I'm so sneaky. Although at this point, Garrett's arms must be absolutely killing him. All the climbing and mantling and such he's done so far. Well, then again, he was like keeper trained, so no doubt he's using some sort of mystical mumbo jumbo to prevent the lactic acid build-up. He's just got a couple of ice cubes tucked under his shirt to help with the recovery times. Which I thought was very interesting you could do that. Basically prevent your body from going into full lactic acid breakdown by just dunking the appropriate muscle mass area in cold water. Okay. I mean, that's the one I don't quite get, the one in the middle there. Don't let Karas find out what you're up to, or he won't trigger the servants. I mean, how exactly... what would tip him off? I already know that I can apparently throw the switches without him being able to detect what's going on. I'm genuinely surprised that, considering how meticulous and whatnot he is about everything, there's not like a little light on like his central console that tells him what signal slot is currently selected. Like, I think it'd make more sense if to prevent him from noticing I had to like sneakily, you know, like blast the console with a moss arrow so he can't see the readouts properly. Although considering, like I said, already how overlong, in my opinion, I think this mission is stretching out to be, perhaps that would be a step too far. That might be the straw that broke the camel's back, really. I don't know why I'm bothering to do this. The place is going to be essentially biologically incinerated, so it doesn't matter in the slightest if I leave the doors open or not at this point. Just force of habit from playing the rest of the game, I guess. Yeah, well. Mine is not to mine is to mine to the adventure. Just keep repeating the mantra until it makes sense. Go drop this thing off first, because it is the first objective. Not really in the mood for attempting sequence breaking, so I'll just do what the game actually intended for now. Well, more or less, anyhow. There we go. Mine looks really sort of makeshift and ramshackle compared to the proper one, doesn't it? Yeah, it's got like a proper lid on it. Mine hasn't. Mine apparently thinks it's been it's like an extra from Guyver or something. I should watch that again at some point. Well, the second one actually. The first one, as much fun as it is watching Mark Hamill transform into like a worm monster, the second movie is just generally better. And it's kind of weird actually. The second movie, from what I understand, got a much bigger budget, which is weird considering the first live-action Guyver was... it wasn't even a cult hit, it was just a thing that happened. So why the second one got like a larger budget and a better production team and such, God knows. Then we got David Hayter in an actual live-action role, which is cool. Voice of Solid Snake, being the Guyver. Boing? Oh fuck. It was a good job you didn't bother to program those things with proper aim. Spiderbot is running Stormtrooper.exe. It's not very effective. Oh, bugger off already. Bye! What doesn't help, I can just jump over their heads. What doesn't help them? Helps me tremendously. You gonna... Nope, you're still chasing. Okay. That's the thing you're gonna do, is it, Sunnybeam? Okay. Well, up yours. They can't use lifts, surely. That would be like the final insult at this point. And actually, I'm pretty grateful in many ways. They're sort of... this is steampunk level tech. Or else I'd have, like, you know, backflipping ninja assassins to deal with. Mechanical ones, I mean. Well, I'm kind of surprised that Karas hasn't, you know, slapped a mask on one of the more combat-capable people. Well, I suppose he sort of did with what he's done here. I finally realised what was going on, vis-a-vis those masked guards I came across that actually had maces and such. He's been slapping the control masks on his regular followers. Though the why of this kind of confuses me. I mean, they're already, you know, devout zealots. They're going to do whatever you tell them to anyway. making them less able to react and intuit to their environment, that doesn't seem like the best of decisions, Chaos Old Boy. God, there's 2 of them? Oh my god, there's 2 of them. That's not good news for me, really, is it? Okay. Yeah, can I get down here without breaking my neck? That's the question. Am I going to have to go all the way... I don't want to go all the way around again. Perhaps I can like land on top of this sconce. I've done that before in replays of other missions. Okay, and just... Nope. Nope. You know, never mind then. This is some... You know, sometimes this is the point where I wish I was still playing with a controller rather than a mouse and keyboard. Just the option of incremental movement that I don't have when I'm using the WASD system. It's either all the way forward or nothing at all. Even with what I was doing there, just tapping W repeatedly, you don't get the same effect. Let's close this if the game will bloody let me. There we go. Wow, that looks impressive, whatever it is. Big room of doom, I guess. Very cool. Okay. There is a way down there. Okay. Yep, it's marked on the map as leading to a signal tower. Okay. So the signal tower is below this place as well. That's not going to be very effective, Chaos. If you bury the signal tower below the ground, it's going to severely limit its range. Unless you're beaming the signal like along underground tunnels, maybe, I guess. A series of tubes, even, that you send signals down, you might say. A network of such things. Interlinking. If only there were a word for such a matter. Oh well. Nice desk, I guess. Okay, more of these components that I'm never going to use. Again, I know I could whip up all sorts of supplies for myself, but I just don't have the patience at this point. Okay, camera basically panning across the entire room. Although there are also, interestingly enough, beams crisscrossing across the ceiling, which I presume I can get to somehow. Oh god. Oh, it's a stationary one, so he's looking basically straight forward at the moment. Okay. Yeah, I've definitely got to get above. Well, I don't have to. I could presumably just either shoot it or get it out of the way and then go up that elevator I can see next to it. Because that camera doesn't seem to be oh, it does. Oh yeah, it does turn around. Never mind then. Okay. Oh, bugger off. You saw nothing. Absolutely nothing. Alright. Those switches? Or is that just... No, I don't think those are switches. There's no set of rooms over there too. Okay. Maybe I can somehow loop back to this room from above. Yeah, maybe I can go like into another area down below it and then come up somewhere else. Rather than having to like sprint in front of a mecha beast while evading a camera at the same time. That seems like it'd probably be a better decision overall. I don't see this ending well for me somehow. Then again, most of these things never do. So I shouldn't really be that surprised now, should I? Yeah. I think we should go down first. That's probably the most sensible solution. Do these things as we come across them. Okay. Ugh, indigestion. Okay, here we go. This way. Now the problem is that there's currently a massive amount of screen glare reflecting off my television. It doesn't seem to matter, even if like I close the blinds and the curtains. The slightest amount of light, when I'm in like a dark area in this game and I basically can't see jack. That's all that happens. Okay, I can see my way forward again now. Strange carpeted stairwell that makes no particular sense. Okay, got masked guards walking around. Okay. Ah, good, and mecha beasts too, great. Anything over this side? No, anything over this side? Conveyor belts. And a signal tower. Okay. Okay. I could do with getting down there and getting a better sort of a look and a layout So I'm imagining I'm probably going to have to like sneak around behind the patrols. That seems the most obvious way of doing this. Though they're all spaced out really weirdly at the minute, which isn't helpful. Get into the shadows here. Okay. Ooh, hello. There's something lit up. Oh, okay. Elevator. Going where? Well, going further down, obviously. Okay. So signal tower over there, but there's another path going this way. Okay, I kind of want to check this out first, actually. Then I'll come back for the signal tower. Because knowing my luck, I go do all this sneaky business and then find this elevator takes me to like an air vent that takes me straight there or something, past all the patrol routes. I do kind of have a habit of accidentally doing the hardest thing in these games, unless I stop and really think things through. That was weird. I stopped in mid-air and then dropped. Very peculiar. Okay. I'm a little suspicious about those big metal doors behind me. That's not going to lead to good things, I can't help but feel. Okay. This way. Stay away from red. Red usually means danger and bad things, so... And this is heading back up towards where the signal tower was. So I wonder if I'm right. I wonder if this is like a little secret shortcut over there. So I've got to be more or less underneath the elevator at this point. I think. Oh. Okay, maybe not. This room dead ends. Okay. There's another... Oh god, there's another place down here too. And... Oh, another signal tower. According to the sign on that grate over there. Well, grate, tower... Vent, that's the word I was looking for. I got there eventually. Okay. Okay. More flares? Actually useful for once.
Patrick Mearman
Okay.
conceived the gear.
Mere man did, Karis. That's how it works, mate.
He speaks it first in our waiting ears. Then guides our pen when 'tis time to read. 'Twas not Karis that conceived this plan. 'Twas the builder. Spoken
Yes, the voices in your head did it all, Karis, I'm sure.
and guides him now during final hours.
Yes, you're all... It's all very, very intricate and you're very smart and blah blah blah. You could cut down on the self-flagellation over the intercom, I'd appreciate it, mate. Okay, where does this go? Huh? Actually, why is this area still lit up? I thought the switch I threw turned off all the lights. You can hide down there apparently, don't see why I'd want to just yet. Ah, another lift. Perhaps this goes to the signal tower I saw. This would be... Actually, this would be on the right side of the room, I think. So this might be the one that goes where I want to go. Except it's not, is it? No. Any random crap. These windows are These windows don't have bars on them. But dropping down into the room from this height would kill me instantly, surely. I'm pretty sure, so... Yeah, I don't know exactly what the game's expecting of me here. Or perhaps this is just a chance to give me a better view of the room. That might be what the game had in mind. Okay. Oh, there's a camera down there, okay. Although, considering the room's basically pitch black... Yeah, so... Oh, there's a dude as well, okay. So I know he's there on the walkway now, I've got, like, advanced warning of that. And I know there's a camera there, but I've turned off the light, so the camera can't see me anyway. It's nice being able to get, like, a scout of what's ahead of me, I guess. Although not entirely all that useful, I don't think, at this point. Did I just, like, stand in midair and then drop again? Why is that happening? Some weird collision going on in that lift shaft. In both of these lift shafts, actually. Yeah. I should be able to sneak, like, straight past the camera at the end of the hall, though. Because the corridor is in darkness. Interesting enough, actually, that Karis apparently hasn't figured out night vision. I suppose I should be grateful that he hasn't, actually. But yeah. Also, perhaps it's like the lack of night vision. Perhaps that's why you've got so many rooms that are just like permanently lit. Oh god, what now? Nope. There it is. Stomping around like a giant asshole. Yeah, I mean you. You prick. I'm probably gonna have to turn you off, aren't I? Just to be safe. Yep, still dark enough the camera can't see me. I get why some of the, don't stand up, that'd be bad. I get why some of the arrows make you more visible, stuff like the fire arrow, which is producing light, should do. I don't quite get why stuff like the water arrow, which doesn't really have any reflective bits or whatnot, should also instantly make you more visible than, say, the kosh. Oh well. Never mind, never mind. Wait for it. Suddenly intensely reminded of oh god damn it, of Alien Isolation there for a moment. Hiding by a window as something big and nasty stomps by. Although you haven't got quite the intellect and pathfinding abilities of Sinclair and his cronies. I'm still disappointed actually that Isolation's the sequel it was essentially set up for at the end of the game is just never going to happen apparently. That's a little depressing. Because Sega decided, oh, it only sold so many millions, hundreds of millions of copies. That apparently makes it a failure in this world. It's just weird, like over the years I've seen much worse games with much lower sales figures get, several sequels. In some cases, to their benefit, where, the series has actually improved with iterations. Other cases where it's just been more of the same crap. Then we're into the modern gaming environment where so much cash is flung at the development of these games that unless they sell like, top 10 hits from like the moment they're launched, they don't get any more traction. Which means Isolation ends on a permanent and unchanging cliffhanger. Well, the regular game does it. I don't doubt for a second somebody's going to create like a story mod from the PC version, which will continue the story from the fans' point of view, or perhaps even just to tell a brand new story using the same assets. It's usually the way these things go. If it's on PC, that sort of thing eventually appears. I've seen a few little mods for Isolation, stuff like ultra graphics for like 4K resolution and some other odds and ends. I've seen other mods that do stuff like tweak the aliens' behaviours and pathing ability and whatnot, to make it less predictable. I don't know if anyone's gotten rid of that line of code. I say line, it's probably a bit more than that. That particular behaviour algorithm that causes, in some situations, the creature just to generally home in on your location, regardless of if it should have any idea of you being there or not. So I know why the team did that. It was to ensure the creature was a viable threat. But it did get annoying in some sections playing that game where you'd have done absolutely perfect stealth master, no sounds made, no nothing, and the creature would still, no matter what, it would still just keep ambling in your general direction. Rather irritatingly. Alright, time for you to go to sleep. Can't you see it's night time? There we go. I know. It always makes me laugh when someone smashes me over the back of the skull too. You got a switch? Wow. It's been a while since I've seen one of these. A camera that can actually be turned off. Wow.
Look about you, Garrett. I built these machines you see, and in turn, they produced the builder's children.
Good for you.
Mutox, the servants, everything. 'Tis my gift to the builder, soul forge, cathedral, and all it contains. 'Twill be the very center of the builder's paradise. surely this strikes wonder into your heart.
I'm pretty sure that's just acid reflux, mate. Ooh, more places to go down here, apparently. This, this is sort of the downside to the lack of humans. It's very easy for me to just... Okay, no idea what that did. It's very easy for me to get myself into a situation where the area is just completely safe to explore. I just run around, quite happily, just not a care in the world, you know? Which I appreciate. I definitely appreciate that. Okay, not sure. Oh, okay. Oh, okay, it's opened those big vault door kind of things. That's what that lever did. Okay, I have to remember to check that out, but... Game, please. That was bizarre. The game literally locked me in place. It's done that a couple of times. When I've used, like, the zoom in mode. In places where I don't know if perhaps I wasn't meant to, or... Just like when I'm interacting with another object. I come out to zoom mode and the game just removes my ability to, well, move. Rather strangely. Any water arrows down here? Water arrow, water arrow. Ooh, cave. Secret cave. Let's go into the butt cove. I'll meet you in the butt cove, Batman. Okay. Hope I don't drown. This would be a terrible way to go. Although, the idea that characters would spend, like, literally days trying to figure out what was going on does kind of amuse me. Before I eventually, like, wash up somewhere. That's mine, I think you find. That's also mine, I think you find. I do want to know who keeps scattering these ammo types for me. I mean, the only way I can reconcile it is that, although it's been represented in games, we're just picking up more arrows. I like to imagine that, like, Garrett's down here, like, just refilling, like, some little pouch and then strapping it to an arrow shaft. That's what's actually going on in my mind. Same with the moss arrows, he's just, like, gathering up a clump of the stuff, wrapping it round a regular arrow, and that's your ticket, as it were. Oh, I know where I am now. I'm back in that main corridor, aren't I, with the camera outside. Okay. Now, do I want to go all the way back through the water, or should I just sneak out this way? This might be quicker. Oh, bugger off. You can't see me through the door. Although, maybe you can. I'm never entirely certain whether the doors count as solid obstructions or not in this game. Like, sometimes they seem to, and other times like this, you're having the cameras see you through the doors, even though they shouldn't actually be able to, because you're crouched down behind them. I don't know, it's all kind of weird. Right, speaking of weird, let's get on with messing up with Karis's day, shall we? Yeah, I know, I said like 3 different sentences at the same time, that wasn't as intended. I even wanted to say, mess up his day, ruin his day, mess with his plans, etc, etc. And ended up combining the lot into one gestalt sentence that didn't quite work. That's a fun word to say, gestalt. Oop. Just abuse the mantle mechanic. Keep grabbing onto odd bits of geometry that probably shouldn't be mantable. Mantable? No, malleable would be a different word entirely. I don't know. I should be able to climb on that ship, basically. Is what I was going for. Right. Beep. Push button, receive elevation. Just me and you two. Oh, come on, come on, come on. I mean, it's very pretty, the area I'm heading to. It's a lovely starry night. So pretty. Thank you, HD mod. Starry, starry night, when the world seemed bold and bright. Gonna try with all our might not to get killed. Don't want to become a holy rust mote. No, I don't. And so I won't. Don't fall off the ladder. Come on. There we go. Ugh, so awkward. The more and more I play these games, the more and more I realise I do prefer ladder systems that are activated via a prompt and just glue you to them. I can sort of understand why they didn't go that route. They wanted you to have the control of being able to decide when exactly you climb to the top of the ladder, more or less. But oh well. Never mind, never mind. Okay. I'm slightly disappointed we didn't find an alternate route to the other signal tower. Right, no novices allowed, huh? I won't tell anyone if you don't. Well, I'm not a novice, am I? I'm essentially a heretic. That's an entirely different thing. So I'm okay, I'm not covered by the signage. Oh fuck. Don't get seen, don't get seen, don't get seen. Dart over this way. Master of stealth, don't you know? Master of stealth. Okay. Yeah. Alright, the area on my left is where I just was. Okay, that's fine. So I need to get onto the far upper left corner of the room. Following the guards is probably my best bet, I think. Or at least my easiest bet, anyhow. May not be exactly the same thing, but that's what I'm going with. Okay, I got this. It's fine, I got this. Still annoyed it doesn't give me a countdown of how many signal towers I've activated so far. That does... It really does seem like a massive oversight. I mean, I don't know how difficult that would have been to program the text to keep changing each time you did one, but I would have appreciated it. Oh well. Then again, can't you... You can write on the map in this game, can't you? Or am I thinking of something else? I suppose technically I could, like, cross off the signal towers on my map.
So many things. I have made servants from street scum. I've made towering arches from raw ore. I have built to glorify him that is builder and teacher. If ever I did a thing, 'twas always for him.
You're a hero, Karos.